What up, everybody? Tim Carthon, the fiery truth teller here. And I was supposed to be staying here in Toledo until tomorrow, but I got a message from the director of the military drills competition in Cleveland, and she asked me to judge today. So I gotta leave early. So I'm on my way back to Cleveland. All right, so I made it back to Cleveland. As you can see, I still have this Scully on. Ohio in this bipolar weather. It'd be 73 today and then 14 tomorrow with a -12 wind chill factor. It's crazy. So I gotta drop some stuff off at the house, the crib, and then we're gonna be on my way. I have to be there at 5:30. It's currently like 4:31 or 32 or something like that. So I should get there early, and 5:30 is early because I think the competition is at 6 o'clock. They want us there early to be able to fill out these sheets and do all of this stuff. I hope that it's a little different from the last time I judged, because I hated how they had the judging having to be so fast. Because one thing about judging is the first person out is almost like a measure. You almost can't give the first person out all 10s in all categories, because it's like, well, you don't necessarily know what everybody else is going to do and how to gauge greatness in comparison. Now, myself, if I see somebody who's that great and it's like, hey, they deserve all 10s, it doesn't matter if you're the first group or the last group or the first person, the last person, you're going to get the scores you earned. But it's just a little bit difficult when it comes to scoring, because of things like that. So the other time I judged for this particular competition, they were grabbing up the scorecards within 30 seconds of the teams being done. And I'm like, what the heck? I gotta, go through things in my mind and, in order to be able to tell what I should, the score that I think that I should give to this team or person for this particular category in that whole nine. And I was just like, so I was always the last one to give my scorecards. So I said something to them about it. And so I'm hoping that this time it's a little different, that I have a little bit more time to score. I think they should split the judging, because that's what I'm doing. That's something that I'm going to be throwing in the future. We split the judging. Like if it's 10 judges, we have 5 judge these 5, and then the other 5 judge the next 5. That way, when the next 5 come on and start, the other judges can be finishing their scores for the previous team without having to worry about looking at the next team, because the other 5 judges have that team. You see what I'm saying? So I'm hoping that in some way the judging is a little bit different. It's always a great competition, so we're going to see what happens today. Dude, I'm just getting to East High School, like 5:28. I promise you on everything, I got caught by every light except one. Got to the point to where I was like, oh my gosh, behind the wheel. It was crazy. So I'm on my way in to this competition, so I'm on time, of course, even though these doggone lights trying to get me. So we're gonna see what happens. I'm here at the military drill competition in Cleveland. Ended up having to come back from Toledo a little early because they needed me to judge. So I'm here. we'll be getting started in like 20 minutes or something like that. So that is part of the things that I love. One of them. So. I was dressed business casual, and when I got in there and started filling out all the forms, I looked before then, saw all those military people dressed to the T, and I'm like, oh, I got on suit pants and the shirt. You know what? Let me go get my suit jacket and my tie out the car and put it on. I went and did that. I hate my sleeves are a little bit wrinkled, but hopefully they'll clear out by the time I get there. Or by the time it's time for me to get up and go present one of the trophies. So let's see. Just finished judging the CMSD 36th annual military drill and cheerleading competition, and this one team, I can't remember what their name is, the name of the school, but last time I judged, I think they won. They're really, precise. They didn't do as well on the stepping part, but on the drill part, serious. The cheerleaders, though, seemed like they had an upset because, I was watching them, but I wasn't watching them to see who was better. And when they called out the winners, and they said, I think John F. Kennedy was second, John F. Kennedy, the look on the girl's face was like she was surprised, and then the girl from SHS, I don't know what the name of that school is, but she just started bawling like, oh my gosh, like we won. And so the one school was cheering, the other school was just looking perplexed, like I can't believe they won. And it was one of those moments, like, she walked over and hugged the girl, and hugged the judge, the cheerleading judge, and it was great to see somebody who, of course it's bad to see one team like, I can't believe we lost, but the other team like, oh my goodness, we won. That's like one of those memory type things, like, man, we actually won the competition. And so I'm glad for them. That captain must have really wanted it, to start balling like that when they won. So I was proud to be a part of this again. And I love positive things. I love seeing, students doing positive things. Their GPAs and everything were amazing. Their squads, GPAs were 3.2, the whole squads. Like, it was crazy. Grade-wise. So I loved that. So had me a great night. I wonder what I'm going to do now. Might go back to the crib, or I might get into something. Who knows? But whatever the case, be sure to check me out at timcarthon.com and on social media at timcarthon. I'll be speaking with you all again soon. Peace.